independent is subject only to this Constitution, end quote. Honorable nominee, in this Constitution, do you think there are sufficient checks, provisions to ensure that the judiciary is indeed independent? If so, why? If you can give me 2 or 3 provisions that supports your position, I'll be very grateful. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. When we have 3 aspects, the financial and administrative aspects of the judiciary. When it comes to judiciary, yes, we are independent. Administrative, yes, we are independent. Financial, I don't think we are, because you people, you give us money. When the budget comes to you, you are the people who think about it and allocate what you think we need. So basically, those 2 aspects, we are independent, but when it comes to financial, we are not. Thank you. Yes, the Constitution says that when cases come to you, as much as possible, you have to be independent in what you do. You don't have to listen to anybody when you are judging your cases. So as much as that, we are independent. We don't have any interferences, no. You work on the evidence before you, and you base your judgment on the evidence and the law. That's it. And the Constitution guarantees that is what you have to do. Our allegiance is to the Constitution and not to any human being or any other authority. Thank you.
Okay. Now, in view of this, how is judicial independence compromised? Does this affect judicial independence?
No, Mr. Chairman. This is just simply about lobbying. Lobbying, which everybody does if you want something. Thank you.
Now, follow up, Mr. Chairman. If a friend of yours who you lobbied at the presidency also comes to lobby you, a friend of yours who you lobbied for your allowances to be paid, also comes to lobby you in respect of a case before you, what will you do about it? One good 10 they say deserves another. What will you do about it?
Mr. Chairman, as judges, we base our decisions on the evidence and the facts, not on friendship. So if I have fallen on somebody to press something, not for me, but for the association, I was talking for the association, and that person appears before any court, not necessarily my court, the decision will be based on the facts and the evidence, not because of an association. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Nominee.
Can I get the question again, please?
Very well. Yes. Can you repeat the question?
Okay, very well. My question is, would you recommend suppression of investigative journalism to protect the dignity of the judiciary? And this is against the backdrop that after the Anas expose, in fact, it's been reported by TV3 News, this is online, you are reported to have said that the expose, in quotes, tainted the dignity and value of the judiciary. It is also reported that you said, quote, that the expose should have been blocked. So that is the reason for my question.
Mr. Chairman, I don't remember the first quote. No, those are not my words. And then saying it could have been blocked. No, I don't think, I'm not very sure about that. But generally, I wouldn't recommend repression. Any investigative journalist who wants to do a thorough job, once it's true, why would I recommend suppression? No, I wouldn't. One is fair, fine. But I don't remember the first statement you made, because those are not my words.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Represents, I believe, a most excellent education on the rules of interpretation. Maybe TikTok will just take a bit of it and spread so that law students will benefit from this.
Thank you.
The question you asked, which chairman says that has been already asked, the language, the same words, phrases, are you all coming from the same source of tutorials?
Nobody, don't answer that. Nobody has been giving tutorial in these matters. So please proceed to ask if you have another question.
Mr. Chairman, indeed, there's absolutely nothing wrong with we thinking alike. Because we are individuals, but we can think alike. There's nothing wrong with that.
Further question?
It says that a person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms. Do you think that this provision is subject to interpretation?
From the Constitution, and that's what the Constitution says. So I can't have anything against what is in the Constitution. Thank you.
Fifra ye free nyina ye de obedientia de ya fugia ne aduane saasro pintin bi aseda ome de ye di koye mu ne de awie nyina na makuafo modem mo so won fifre so ne nya bidio na so bate aseman Ghana mu a akuafo akoya abo pupu obo wasio na so da su kache wona san fifre ma mu nyina nya bidie na nso mpuntudwo mu aka akiri pa ekwan ben ne befa so ama akuafo fifre ho abanfa so de aban hyehye ne dwumadi ahodo ode bre akuafo no bo wote ase Feed Ghana ye den na nkokọ ketenkete so mfa so ma akuafo nso ye den Weinti na ahyehyɛ dwumadie stronkwa ya to ne akuafo mo ye de bro original TV and Metro TV so dwumadie bɛbɔ akwanya ama mpanyimfo anim de ɛwɔ abafukaye mu akyerɛ wadwen ye gye akuafo ha no amane akɔgye mu aye de afiri aba mu mpanyimfo hɔ enimi ni ahyia akuafo nyonko samo honto ɛda joada enwumre nonso kosi ne nonwotwe ɛwɔ original TV so saanso na da yawada enwumre nonwotwe kosi nonkono ɛwɔ Metro TV so akuafo mo Ghana akuafo abomoden na yempene wo
Ekwiafumo is sponsored by ACAP Compost. ACAP Compost comes in 3 varieties. ACAP Compost, ACAP Compost X, ACAP Compost Plus.
Back in the day, tune in radio from morning, and you don't want to miss out because anybody who comes on is massive.
The same back in the day on Metro TV, Mr. BKD anyway.
Back in the day, mentioning the place that you used to live, no, that meant that you were Dadaba.
Oh, how?
Because we are the ones who went to Saito.
I wasn't really a nightclub person.
No, I mean,
the only times I went to the nightclub, Dixon took me.
Yeah.
You have a Walkman by your side. Now that was your selector. The Walkman was your selector. So when you play the first song and you want to change the song, you have to start cueing your next song through your headphone.
Hi, my name is Ivan Kwashiga. I'm the CEO of Farmhouse Productions. I'm a film director, producer. You are watching Back in the Days with Sammy B on Metro TV.
Massa, we a guy and yes, Sammy B a feature. This is Back in the Day. Keep watching.
Watch out for Cook Africa Season 2 coming to the Metro TV with Ahiniwa. This time around, we are coming with some surprises, prizes, and of course, it's Ghana Month. So watch out for some local delicacies on Cook Africa with your favorite Ahiniwa.
More than 80% of global trade is carried by sea. Most of the products we consume daily travel through ports, making them a key link in the global supply chain. The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority is committed to ensuring the enhancement, resilience and sustainability of port infrastructure and maritime trade. Get to know which vessel is bringing your goods, how much duty you are required to pay, and how quickly you can clear your goods from the ports of Ghana. We ask the relevant questions and elicit responses from the appropriate authorities. We interact with you via our social media platforms and put your queries across to the expert. Iron Port shows this and every Sunday live on Metro TV at 5:30 p.m. Iron Port is proudly brought to you by and powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Iron Port, transparency in doing business and building a nation.
Congratulations to your rulings and opinions in your previous judgment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our Constitution guarantees that every citizen can have property on his own or her own, and then in association with others. So I'll first go to on death. When a spouse dies, PNDC law 111 comes in to take care of those who are alive. Then when it comes to a will, if a spouse dies intestate, that's he hasn't written a will, then like I said earlier, PNDC law 111 comes in. If there's a will, we go according to the will. But then, if no reasonable allocations are made to the surviving spouse, the court will interfere. We'll go into the will and give something reasonable to the surviving spouse. Then what
do you mean intervention or interfere? Do you mean the court would intervene? Sorry.
When it comes to wills, we are not supposed to. Is it the word interfere or intervention?
What I'm asking is, do you mean the court intervening or you mean interfere? You said the court will interfere. I'm asking whether you mean intervene.
I will still use the word interfere because when it comes to wills, we are not supposed to. We interpret as much as the person making it wants it to. And so, Mr. Chairman, to continue, when it comes to divorce, if the property is jointly acquired, both parties have reasonable access to that property. And that's how the court looks at it. But then, a new decision now goes to say that if we must look at all cases on their merits. Recently, Ajay says that, well, it's not automatic. You look at the circumstances. For example, if the property is jointly acquired, fine. But if it's not jointly acquired, maybe I took a loan for it as in Ajay, the court will not regard it as jointly acquired property. So the sharing will be different. But on the whole, when there's divorce, the court will make sure that a reasonable or equitable size of the property is given to the divorced spouse. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our judgments are always based on the evidence before us and the law. First of all, the ground norm, the Constitution, whatever it says is the law. 2, if you can't get it from there, you go to case law or statute, and you go according to what they say. As a judge, you have the discretion to interpret, but you don't go outside the remits of the law. Mr. Chairman, that's it.
Is any further questions?
Mr. Chairman, when unilaterals and multilateral companies are involved, you look at the contract they have signed. If there's an arbitration clause in it, they have to explore that first before coming to court. So as a judge, you look at the contract they themselves have signed. And if they have not exhausted all the grievance resolution clauses in there, you refer them back to it before they come to you. Thank you.
I know it's part of some of the issues that we've spoken about, having some of these specialized courses being taught at the law school.
Mr. Chairman, law is dynamic. And the life of the law is not static logic, but experience. Things are coming every day. A lot of things are evolving. You will be left behind if you don't follow the trend. So now cyber security and things are now issues of the moment. And it's just prudent that students coming out as lawyers are taught these things. So that is the reason. I don't remember if I got the question well that I suggested. I don't remember that, but even if I did, that is the reason behind it. We must be abreast with times, otherwise we are left behind. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I like the way you put it. That's exactly what I would do. But unfortunately, it's a wrong perception. People are more relaxed when they appear before the tribunals because, you know, the panel is 3. 2 ordinary people and the judge, who is a lawyer. They are more comfortable from my experience. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's unfortunate we think, say, Mr. Chairman, I said once somewhere that law is 20%, wisdom is 80%. Don't underrate those people. They may not know the technical terms, but the wisdom in every case, they know. And you can't bully them. Thank you.
What's your view on the doctrine of separation of powers? Thank you.
There should be no overlaps between the 3 arms of government: the executive, legislature, and the judiciary. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wishing you all the best.
Congratulations. Perform the functions of his office arising from infirmity of body or mind. My question is behavior for you. What are the acts or omissions? About 3 acts or omissions that for you.
Mr. Chairman, if
yes, my lord, we realize that there is a pending matter on that issue before the courts. So you are sitting in your capacity as a nominee being vetted. You are not sitting here in a capacity as a Supreme Court judge. So I am inclined to humbly overrule the question.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Chairman, a specific reference to a particular case for, the questioner hasn't made reference to a specific case. I believe that if I understood you right, you that to the extent that the nominee is here to express views on the Constitution and public policy matters, you allow him to answer. If we now box ourselves into this situation, then I'm afraid we may not be doing justice to the responsibility imposed on us by the Constitution this morning. he has not referred to a particular matter. And like I argued recently on the floor, the sub judice rule cannot be applied in absolute terms, that there is a matter related somewhere, so Parliament cannot move. He referred to the Constitution and said, what is your view? Give us 3 instances. That is not related to whatever matter you are referring to. In any event, you haven't shared with us the matter that you think, if the question is answered, it will create a problem for same. So I respectfully submit that you permit it.
It is not proper that we solicit the opinion of a Supreme Court nominee before us on the question being asked. With all due respect, the question is overruled. I will give the floor to the member to ask another question.
Thank you very
much. Mr. Chairman.
Honorable nominee, please proceed to answer the question.
Mr. Chairman, as the Honorable said, if that is the law, that all appointees, government appointees, should declare their assets. Declare their assets. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Very well. Honorable Chair, I also want to find out and whether we are considering technological impact on constitutional requirements. So it has to do with Article 68, I think to 9 requires that the Speaker to take presidential oath when acting for the President who is absent and Vice President, but not when the Vice President is acting alone. In an era of instant global communication, does this distinction remain constitutionally necessary? That should the absence from the Republic be redefined? So for instance, when the President is not in town, then we have the Vice President. And when the Vice President is also not in town, we have the Speaker. And we are asking, so in this current technological terms, and what about when all the 3 of them are out? What would be your position against this technological advancement?
So, Honorable Jerry Shai, what exactly is your question?
My question is that in this technological advancement stage, when all 3 are out, the President, Vice President, the Speaker, what would be your position? Do we have the Chief Justice acting?
Yes, Honorable nominee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Even though I'm not very clear with the question, I would say that from my long experience on the bench and from my own wisdom, I scarcely give views and opinions on issues because the view or opinion I'll give carries so much weight. I'm a judge. Who knows whether tomorrow this same issue will come before me? Then I'm expected to go by what I said. Meanwhile, the facts may not be on all fours. So as much as possible, I don't give views and opinions on things, on topical issues like this. Thank you, sir. Currently, there's a situation on hand. Currently, there is somebody acting. So whatever I may say, be this way or that way, which I wouldn't want to do.
But, Honorable Chair, my question was specific, sorry. I made reference to technological advancement.
Honorable member, you are entitled to a follow-up question. You have
yes,
asked
I'm
the
just trying to make,
question.
because...
You have asked the follow-up question. Yes, Minority Leader.
Chairman, I want to... The gravamen of his question was to the effect that there's clarity on, in the absence of the President, Vice President acts. In the absence of the Vice President, the Speaker acts. And in fact, that has received judicial blessing where the Speaker would even have to take the presidential oath. What he's asking is that in the absence of all these three, so for instance, recently, Mr. President was out of the jurisdiction on an ECOWAS assignment. Madam Vice President, Her Excellency, was on medical leave. Mr. Speaker was also on an official assignment outside of the jurisdiction where there was this constitutional lacuna. What he wants to know is whether in the situation like what I've mentioned, the Chief Justice would have to act or take the presidential oath as acting president.
Mr. Chairman,
whether the Chief Justice or acting Chief Justice or the head of the judiciary.
This is peculiar.
Yeah.
Like you rightly said, if the president is not there, the vice will take the oath. If he's not there, then the speaker, and then he goes down to the Chief Justice. But unfortunately, during that period, there wasn't a substantive Chief Justice, but we have an acting Chief Justice. I don't think the law says that the acting Chief Justice should take an oath. Thank you.
So your answer will be different if there is a substantive Chief Justice.
Yes, ma'am.
And your view is that in that instance, the Chief Justice will have to take the presidential oath as acting president, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Mr. Chairman, crime is a crime. Crime doesn't know who commits it. Once you've committed a crime, you must go as to what the law says. So if the law says that a foreigner has committed a crime and after conviction and sentence, they are to be deported, why not? Thank you.
Yes, a follow-up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I cannot tell what decision informed that, what reason informed that decision. So I'm not in the position now to say why they were deported. I think it was an executive or decision, so I cannot say why. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my lord. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Metro TV presents a new dating reality show.
Tell me, what's the favorite part of my body, and can you describe it with a word?
Table of Love.
Do you have what it takes to make it to the table of love?
My first heartbreak. Let me tell you. So I went somewhere to sit, and I met goats chewing grass. I sat right in front of the goats, and I asked it, have you ever felt heartbroken before?
Touching, romancing, you take me there, I take you there.
If you expect me to be an angel in your life, you must first create heaven for me. Angels don't live in hell.
Many girls will say touching when you kiss me on the forehead, please. For me, when money touches my palm, I become so wet.
Damn!
Never throw rubbish or waste in the sea and rivers. Our water bodies are sacred. Let's protect them. Don't wait for others. Start cleaning today. The best time to act was yesterday. The next best is now.
So we are on to the fun and games here on Young and Smart.
Superhero is my father because he is disciplined, lovely, and hardworking, especially to children.
I like to travel to South Korea because my father was an importer from that country.
you can have some games to practice at home, in your school, or in your communities.
Back in the day, tuning radio from morning, and you don't want to miss out because anybody who comes on is massive.
They say back in the day on Metro TV, Mr. BKD anyway.
Back in the day, mentioning the place that you used to live, no, that meant that you were Dadaba.
Oh, how?
Because we are the ones who went to Saito.
I wasn't really a nightclub person.
No, I mean,
the only times I went to the nightclub, Uncle Dixon took me.
Yeah.
You have a Walkman by your side. Now that was your selector. The Walkman was your selector. So when you play the first song and you want to change the song, you have to start cueing your next song through your headphone.
Hi, my name is Ivan Pashigan. I'm the CEO of Farmhouse Productions. I'm a film director, producer. You are watching Back in the Days with Sammy B on Metro TV.
Massa, we're a guy and yes, Sammy B a feature. This is Back in the Day. Keep watching.
More than 80% of global trade is carried by sea. Most of the products we consume daily travel through ports, making them a key link in the global supply chain. The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority is committed to ensuring the enhancement, resilience and sustainability of port infrastructure and maritime trade. Get to know which vessel is bringing your goods, how much duty you are required to pay, and how quickly you can clear your goods from the ports of Ghana. We ask the relevant questions and elicit responses from the appropriate authority. We interact with you via our social media platforms and put your queries across to the expert. Iron Port shows this and every Sunday live on Metro TV at 5:30 p.m. Iron Port is proudly brought to you by and powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Iron Port, transparency in doing business and building nation.
of Ghana's was classified as poor.
This is First Generation Show, the program for smart children.
First Generation! Children, are you ready?
In Ghana's evolving economy, staying informed isn't an option. Business never sleeps. Markets shift. Deals are made. Power moves happen. From the boardrooms to the marketplaces. From government policies to global market trends, we bring you the insights, the analysis, and the strategies that shape your money, your business, and your future. Join us every Tuesday and Thursday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. on Good Afternoon Ghana Business on Metro TV, your ultimate guide to Ghana's evolving business landscape.
Fifra ye free nyina ye de obedientia de ya fugia ne aduane saasro pintin bi aseda ome de ye di koye mu ne de awie nyina na makuafo modem mo so won fifre su ne nya bidio na so bate aseman Ghana mu a akuafo akoya abo pupu obo wasio na so da su kache wona sam fifre mama mu nyina nya bidie na nso mpuntudwo mu aka akiri pa ekwan ben ne befa so ama akuafo fifre ho aba mfaso de aban hyehye ne dwumadi ahodo ode bre akuafo no bo wote ase Feed Ghana ye den na nkokọ ketenkete so mfaso ama akuafo nso ye den weinti na hyehye dwumadi esunkwa ya to ne akuafo mo ye de bre Original TV and Metro TV so dwumadi beba akwanya ama mpanyimfo anim de ewa aba fukwaye mu akire wadwen ye je akuafo ha no amane akoje mu aye e de afiri aba mu mpanyimfo ho enimi ni ehia akuafo yonko samo honto eda joada enwumre no nso kosi ne no nwotwe e Original TV so saanso na da yawada enwumre no nwotwe kosi no nkono e Metro TV so akuafo mo Ghana akuafo abomode na yempene wo.
Ekuyafumo is sponsored by ACAP Compost. ACAP Compost comes in 3 varieties: ACAP Compost, ACAP Compost X, ACAP Compost Plus.
Smart, bold, unapologetic. This is Annie Ampafo. The voice of reason, a force of media. She's the one Ghana turns to every Monday morning for the headlines that matter and the conversations that shape all of us.
And on the basis of Article 34, that's the Directive Principles of State Policy, we meet here again this morning, and you're welcome to Good Morning Ghana.
And when the afternoon rolls in, she's back, cutting through the noise, asking the tough questions, and bringing clarity to the issues that matter.
A committee to investigate containers carrying ECG cables that are meant for Ghanaians or meant to provide light for the good people of Ghana.
In the morning, in the afternoon, Annie Ampafo isn't just reporting the news. She's shaping the conversations that shape all of us. Annie Ampafo, smart, fearless, unmatched, only on Metro TV.